Welcome to my review of the Rockford Files, Season 5, Episode 17, The Return of the Black Shadow, written by Stephen Cannell and directed by William Wyatt. Is what I would normally say under normal circumstances. But we've come to the one episode I knew I would struggle to cover when I first started doing these episode reviews. This is the one episode I don't want to watch. It's not because the episode is bad per se, although I don't think it's a particularly strong plot overall. Basically, Jim and John Cooper's sister are attacked by a biker gang, so Coop, who used to be in a biker gang, goes undercover to catch the bikers while they attempt to sabotage former gang members' legitimate catering business. It's a bit of a lazy rehash of some earlier plot points, with a very unsatisfactory ending that feels rushed and overly simplified.
Come on, get out! Come on, man! Got there now.
But the thing I can't get over in this episode is the catalyst itself. It's not just that Jim and Coop's sister get badly attacked. That would have been basic, but fine. No, it's that Coop's sister Gail is kidnapped by the gang, sexually assaulted by the entire gang, and that's a point that's made clear several times in the episode before they leave her for dead. Which she's initially traumatised by, but then gets over by episode's end. It's how casually this is treated as a mere plot point, rather than the worst thing that can happen to someone. And I understand this was a big, serious problem of the day, but I don't think a fairly light-hearted primetime drama was the place to tackle this, as it can't and won't treat it as seriously as it deserved. Coop is far too controlled for most of the episode, and considering what started it all, the ending is just far too goofy and inconsequential. It's almost as if Cannell saw Last House on the Left and thought, how can we do this but for the whole family? The former gang members turned caterers subplot should really have been the entire plot, and it really wouldn't be hard to base the entire story around that plot point while still sending Coop in undercover, especially with a cleverer ending. But by contrasting that with the serious sexual assault, it gives the appearance of frivolity. It's especially disappointing as the show is usually so good at tackling serious issues, so good at treating female characters with respect and having a forward-thinking attitude to social issues. But all of that is missing here. Jim is also missing for large portions of the episode, which has not been a problem in other episodes that focus on other characters, but his absence is really felt here. And even when he is on screen, he isn't really necessary at all. And his character just doesn't fit the tone of the episode's story. It's the final appearance for Coop in the show, and is not a great send-off for a character that was starting to find his feet. But that's the least of the episode's problems, as it just leaves me completely cold. This is the only episode I actively avoid, and is obviously a 0 out of 5 for me, as there's absolutely nothing here for me to enjoy. What could have been a deeply emotional and important episode is treated like fluff, and that's not what I've come to expect from the show. So unfortunately on this occasion I won't be giving it a detailed review. If you feel like you can deal with the subjects brought up in the episode, then I would advise you to watch it, but watch it with caution. but if not, I'd avoid it completely, as I don't think it does anything for the show. Thank you. Goodbye.